first half as a way to get back into this mentally. It's a tough thing to deal with. Now DRX with this weird comp makes it a lot harder to prep for, but is Bilibili experienced against this type of situation? We see it a lot in EU, some tier 2 teams playing it as well in NA. Viper makes it really difficult to actually play into these retakes, especially when you get to this A side of the map. And that's where DRX is going right away.
Meanwhile, it's just Yosemite who's playing here from Bilibili, and he's playing up in heaven. You see, they were concerned with losing Hell control. They had the alarm bot, they had the nano down there.
Oh,
Yosemite
wait,
drops down? What?
And they're mollied off from spawn with the orb up. This is what I'm talking about. It's like impossible to get through with just the first wave of util. You have to wait for that second to come through, and here it is.
But again, it's isolated. Rin now starting to funnel out, but they've done such a good job of containing them out from Link. They just waterfall.
Minimal util and then use all the mollies possible to stall. Not even play for post-blind, although that's something that they can rely on too, which is a tough thing to tell whether they're doing one or the other.
A little bit of information off of that flash, forcing the smoke out. You see the ward being picked up for stacks. And YZ's gotten a little aggressive. Nothing but a sheriff. And the alarm bot's gonna keep him back. Does he hear it? Does he see it? It's cleared out. He dashes forward off of the fault line, and Buzz stunned up, drops him anyway.
The angle of that dash slightly bad because Buzz can actually hold that for his teammate. Hold RB's back. If he gets up closer and then dashes into that stun into window, you're looking at a dead RB and a gun picked up from YZ. They're going to go for a second layer to this, push through garage fast.
There are 3 members here.
And there's no Trailblazer from Stacks either, so they can't really get this info.
Sorry, not just 3, the turret's here too. It finally gets cleared out. Meanwhile, they're pushing their record and they decide they want to funnel out into the site, feeling like they've lost control of the situation, feeling like DRX were intent on going B instead. They try
Massive defeat.
Feeling area.
No, I can't fathom that either. And remember, the first 2 halves that we've played, bonuses have been converted on. First, it was Bilibili. Second half of Lotus, it was DRX. Can they do it again? The opener on tonight is quite nice.
And Zest is the entry there, paired up with Buzz.
Oh my gosh! DRX may be back. Yeah, they seem to have forgotten about Lotus a long time ago.
This game might be the perfect game to make it so difficult for those people who love to overreact. And right here in the bonus, I'm going to do just that.
Yeah, go on, overreact.
Because Mako's on the flank, this round's over. And you also have RB playing mollies in the post line again. That's what they love in some of these situations. That's what they love to contend with. And I'm looking at a Bilibili who's going to struggle with that fact over and over. Same thing here. DRX is the one, in my mind, who's having those moments. Opportunity here, Bilibili on a light buy. There's a Guardian up for Yosemite. Guardian down.
Yeah, and that really felt like the perfect representation of what you were talking about just a few moments ago, where it felt like the magic was leaning towards VLG. You think about that in the opening to Lotus or against NRG, Yosemite hits those shots. He gets 2, right? And the crowd goes nuts, and we go, how the heck are they doing this? What's going on? That spark isn't there anymore. And in fact, it feels like such a distant memory.
And against Fnatic too, it was like, okay, we're expected to lose this. They lost. You don't have to contend with anything mentally there.
Right, yeah.
Here, they've been punched so hard. It's a gun punch losing that one. You get all the air sucked out of you.
Not just to lose the way that they did on Lotus, but then also the start here. The fact you lose a pistol, the fact that you get bonused. Bianca's about to face 4 members of DRX. Yeah, he gets 1 for his troubles.
30 seconds left.
But that's all it is.
And you need to start doing some damage here for Bilibili. You can't just rely on your loss bonus to Balloon. If you want to come back into this, if you want to stop the momentum, you have to deal with the economy of DRX, which is really starting to go a little crazy.
I mean, it's mad when you think about it. Zest at 55, Buzz and Stacks, 48 and 47 respectively. Like,
he did pick up a Phantom, so maybe he can save that. Walking away from his teammate, though, is not going to be the way to do it.
No.
And that's the problem there. Knight needs to try to die in this situation, whereas YZ wants to escape with the Phantom, then they can't play for each other. He's going to go back for the Phantom, which is good. At least one of them gets alive, but what I was talking about, this bank, ballooning and ballooning. The ult's ballooning and ballooning. We've seen him do work at angles like this, but look at DRX. They're already considering an early one-way, so he can't peek out. Now he can activate the dash and go for something more. This turret, nobody's peeking off of it yet.
RB is just filled in behind it. He didn't even get the turret. That thing's still up, pesky as it is.
And look at this double duo of Zest and Buzz again in front of this smoke. Already got value before. Drone coming in from backside. This is an opportunity to isolate a fight for Buzz up close, and they miss him.
They have no idea. Is K-Knight aware? Is he expecting Buzz's presence?
I mean, Buzz kind of has to wait for a second smoke here on front
Yeah.
B from either Mako or Rin to get out of this situation or use one of his own. But then he can get spammed.
Right.
If you show your presence. There's the smoke. Finally he can get out.
He's going to push into it. They both pushed into it at the same time. K-Knight tried finding space in that smoke.
Oh, they pitted in, which makes the big threat of them walking into plant, but they're not actually going for it. This dog up short is going to actually give up the hit, though.
Yeah, they've got to be careful because BLG have two members here, and one of them is YZ with the op, but he's going aggressive. He's going forward. That's the pit down. Zest has fallen. YZ finds one with the op. And now the paranoia is going to delay even longer. Mako has to take a step back with the spike. 18 seconds left. There's no way into the site.
Yeah, this is overcooked. I don't think they're going to have time to go either. C or B.
RB's the only one with some space, and he's now dropped.
And with the ults as well out of Bianc, he cannot die here. They might have time.
Oh.
And he does. Can he get the plant? No.
Oh.
Yes.
He's going to get it.
Just barely, I think.
How have they made it this far? This
Can't
could
lose
be
this one. You can't.
This could be a backbreaker. This could be devastating. Can Bilibili stabilize?
Oh, why is he on the angle? Mako can't go past it.
No.
And he knows. Buzz another one.
Not like this. A 2v2. Buzz with 3. He's got blades too. He's just perched down on the side. He's gotten 4. Can Buzz do it on his own? No, he falls. Mako looking for it. The spam connects.
To a perfect halves after dominating on their first. They were so close. Now, once again, so close. But they get hit with a 2v5. Oh my goodness. For the Fnatic push.
This is well set up. He's going to see so much. Zest was the one that didn't get caught, though. And they continue to push into the aggression from BLG.
It's like they expected it. Zest was already hiding from the dart pre-round.
An attempt at catching him slipping just spelled.
Are they expecting the up down C now?
We haven't seen.
They are, man.
Yeah, that's mad.
Already smoking top C. Trying to deny information, force the op to rotate on a normal passive angle, but it's not normal.
Dude, it's crazy. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. They're flat. It really feels like they have nothing left.
Solo duels, too, there from K-Knight.
Nice from Bianc on the counter. Buzz is weak. Still so much to do. 31 HP left for him, and he's got to hold the side by himself. And Bianc very well may.
Player standing.
A 1v1. Another opportunity at getting back into this. And this time it connects.
And the Bilibili fans in the crowd desperately trying to inject some energy. Now you have all these ults up. And Bilibili, for the first time, not with max loss bonus. Insta ult into heaven for Mako.
And he's sticking it. There's so many things you're going to have to contend with here if you're Bilibili. You've got Buzz dashing forward. You've lost having control. They have to play off.
You should run.
Dual lockdown, though. Are there mollies from RB? I think he just placed on the spike, which means they can play post plant here.
How do they handle this?
Lineups from Zest, lineups from RB.
Knight has ult.
4 out heaven.
But they don't expect Mako here, do they? Oh, he gets hit by the stun. He's going to dash right into him. YZ falls. Buzz still playing down in hell. No armor, 72 HP. The swing out into smoke. The spam connects as Buzz gets another. Looking for the third, and he finds it.
He puts himself in a position where he doesn't get ulted. Is able to protect Mako, who is luckily in the best position ever when YZ's trying to dash out. He's literally in his smoke.
Yeah.
Not able to trade that.
I don't know how Bilibili slowed this down, man. I really don't. They continue to put tools in the hands of their star. YZ once again with the rifle.
And he's not going to have an op in the rest of the half for this, though,
No.
because of this decision, unless somebody can save up for him, which Yosemite might be in position to do later on.
They ran it a couple times, and it didn't find a ton of value. That was so far back.
I do like how DRX are swapping up the person who's going up with Buzz to clear up close B. Normally it was Zest, this time it's RB.
Yeah.
RB is a less risky player to invest in this one. Already using one of his mollies, and Zest is closer
I've got your
to any sort of impact in terms of ults.
Ooh. Zest almost catches him there.
Oh, they're looking to pounce if that Seeker actually gets a little bit more information about how empty that site is.
Yeah, you could tell they were threatening it. But alas, they turned their attention to A once more. YZ, the only rifle in hand! And 2 found.
Down A.
But you see it,
30
paranoia,
seconds left.
concerned about what's coming elsewhere.
Here.
RB is through garage right now.
I don't know that they're out of play. I mean,
Oh my goodness, he is deep.
Recalling my bot.
can they pick up these weapons? Can BLG?
He didn't clear the site, so DRX is going to have to do that themselves, but RB's in position to backstab them
seconds left.
through their own spawn.
Yeah, but I don't. There's really nobody who's going to be there. It's just K-Knight. And if K-Knight can win this duel out, they have so much control because they've upgraded weapons! They scooped up the weapons that were left down long, and now there's a fighting shot at this.
It's not planted for spawn either here. It's not planted for RB. Mako has to do everything. There's
He's done-
nobody coming RB's way.
I mean, he's done it before, though. Can Mako do it again? The fault line. Mako looking to connect, only 1 found. RB by himself in a 1v3, and the frenzy from a distance, no less, gets Bilibili their second.
That right there, you asked how do they stay in this, that right there was how. 2 hero rifles bought, they were still gonna be able to buy next round. So dealing with loot is so important. They had 3 frenzies, 3 pistols. Look at this out of YZ. And Doug, I think I have the script. I think they're gonna go ahead, DRX is gonna close out
Towards
the
mid. This lineup from beyond, the fact that K-Knight just invested his fault line, YZ close. Oh, it's so well
A
handled.
double peek from mid
Yeah.
and garage.
So nicely done.
And that's timed with Bianca's dart landing so that everybody is trying to avoid it or hit it.
Right, either you clear it out and then you get sucker punched, or you're lit up like a Christmas tree. DRX quiet on that one as they start to rotate towards A in a 3v5.
Somehow, some way, he's avoiding the alarm bot right now. No way to actually know that it's long. That gets some space. This peek from Yosemite.
Oh, just a bit behind.
And that was Marco smoking late because he's trying to get
planted.
space here for Zest.
And those shocks are going to show up late too. And Sax had already cleared out so much. They invest 100 Fury though. Bianca's getting a little bit of damage done. Sax is going to fall to the aftershock. A little bit more though. As Zest gets 2.
These mollies are so good in that orb. He's going to TP past it though. Oh, right into Zest!
Mako's really far back too, and right now there's a smoke impeding his view, but they have to clear Zest, and they do. Bianca pushing forward. K-Knight with 3 and another round for BLG.
Might have started slow, but it might end strong here in these last on a global stage at this event in group stages. This is their first playoff match at a global event ever. And they've actually earned themselves with their group stage.
And Blades online. Wanting to find a way to peek through the smoke. You see the fault line set up for K-Knight too. They're going to pounce on this. They're going to pounce on this because Yosemite's going to get some info early on. And there it is. There's the fault line. And there it is for Yosemite. 2 found. YZ with the 3rd. Oh, it was a trap and they took it.
Powers out.
RB's going to have to 1v5 his way through this round. What a spectacular setup for Bilibili.
Well, it's beautiful. With the breach, with the Omen, with the KJ following it up. And then it's YZ that they're baiting into with the Judge. And again, a fantastic smoke out of Rin from cross map. Point in these last couple.
And they don't really have it. I mean, they have some money to bring this into this. A Bulldog for Buzz. He's got Blades, Zest with the Guardian. And meanwhile, the op for YZ. Currently no challenge down too long, though. And it seems like Bilibili are intent on wanting to take some of that space. They've tucked Yosemite into Cubby.
I love this too. YZ with the op on the angle if they ever spot him. It's so much more difficult to deal with a player in Cubby because you're trying to not get opt at the same time.
Right.
There's the possibility of going for a pop smoke, but very unlikely to happen late in that light. Nice attempt there from Zest to break the turret with the spam, and he finds it.
There you go. Second time's a charm.
You normally don't have high pen weapons on the attack side, so the fact that the money is broken actually allows them to do that.
The Prowler.
Are they trying to go for that same pit where Zest was trying to lurk through A when they hit the execute?
They may.
And maybe even force Buzz into a position. No, it looks like they just want to hit this B site.
Yeah, the smoke and the flash. Buzz dashing out with Paranoia to follow.
Oh, love that underneath him too. So he can push back into the back of sight. There's that pit I was talking about.
Mako feeling some of that pressure, has to reposition. They've got Buzz back sight.
Remember, Mako can always TP out.
Yeah.
Oh,
But is there
shots!
something to clear Buzz?
The plant didn't go down. 15 seconds, they have to rush it.
Zest is going to have to do it on his own, and Buzz gets cleared out as well. Managing to get the spike down, but you're left in a 5v3.
Oh, risky moment there. Zest was the one who had to go recover the spike. This
Lock-
lockdown's going to push off the pit.
They're going to have to give it up. And that's going to open up all the sight lines.
He's going to stay, Doug. They're going to try to hold the pit up.
Oh, it's so audacious! He does find one kill for it. He's still alive. Oh my gosh, he finally gets cleared out.
reposition.
A 3v2 stacks with both.
enemy
He's going to have to get it 5 HP, and he cannot.
Billy's still holding on.
I mean, for both of these teams, we've seen them have to deal through so many mental hurdles. For DRX, it was halftime in Lotus. And then when we really...
On that first map, he said, we're trying to work on having that ability.
Oh, it worked. The time invested, remember the long break that they had. If that was their intent, if that was their focus, job well done.
Zest did use a molly here to prevent them from taking backside, to use this, keep this wall up, but Bilibili wants to flood behind it too.
This is so messy. It's a 5v5 for the site! And they've left Buzz tucked, but they know he's there! Bianca and YZ! A 2K for both. And RB's now just starting to rotate onto the site. And it's
Preparation there at halftime. Both sides know exactly what to do in this situation. The fact that that molly goes down signals to Bilibili. Both the pistol and this one. No orb to even support him here.
look at where Yosemite and Ren are right now.
Yeah, they're chilling in spawn.
Yeah, they're so far back.
Yosemite's just on top of, like, under his turret.
Guys are just expecting some pressure and some aggression from the defense. It just never comes.
It's interesting, too, because it was the right choice at the beginning of the round, but with the pressure up C long, DRX has chosen not to actually stay around in garage, stay around in mid. It looked like they might go for a similar push to what Bilibili was trying on their own ecos.
I believe RB spotted some of the players down long. But I guess not fully convinced that that's where the hit's coming from. Now he knows. I mean, he's stunned up. He's not going to be able to get off site. He's paranoid. He's flashback sight. Managing to find comfort in the smoke, but eventually cleaned up nonetheless.
It's so difficult to stay on site there when that paranoia is coming in, the stun's coming in. Breaking the dart is difficult by yourself. You can see him panic on all directions there. Nothing he can do to get off.
Here.
It's just like waiting for death.
Oh, perfectly timed. One way, but he just walks into it. They're flooding out right now, and it doesn't matter anyways.
Oh, they're trying. They're trying, and just...
Standing ahead.
The fact that this is already tied is commendable for Bilibili right away, because other teams who lose that first map like that, they crumble. We've seen it before against DRX. DRX against Furia back at Champions. It was a massive comeback to bring it back to OT and win instantly.
Placing swarm
And
grenade.
that second map, devastating.
Swarm grenade out.
Here, though, Bilibili still holding on. And potentially could take the lead if they win the bonus.
Nice trade.
Cover going out.
Definitely favors the attackers in most cases, but Yosemite down means flanks are going to be possible. Wonder if DRX wants to start to go for it, but without Buzz, usually that's the guy who would go for some aggressive pushes.
Right.
They found Mako alone here, though. And again, same situation. He's going to make a TP play up close to the orb.
But he meets the same fate, much like we saw in the previous round. Stacks pop, flashing out of the smoke, doing it on his own. And they've gotten a shot at this. They've kept this very competitive. Rin's gonna have to do it on his own. A 1v2 RB weak. Waiting for the challenge on the other side, and DRX throw the brakes on it, understanding the onus is on Rin to swing out and make something happen.
To position themselves, which is one of the key strengths out of this Bilibili side. You see, actually 2 mollies thrown out. Landing perfectly. Something that YZ's been getting caught out a lot by.
Oh, they've set Buzz up here. Now spotting both. candle dancing around and trying to isolate the gunfights, but that's all it is for now. K-Knight has the Rolling Thunder.
Drone traded by Trailblazer, keeping the space here by Stacks. Well done. And the drone doesn't get info about exactly what's on the other side, because that's instantly re-cleared. Mako denies any more information from being gathered. Breach ult though, and they're playing up close. This could be really bad for DRX.
That flash didn't hit.
Look how back he's playing right here to make sure that he's hitting the player in short. Your feet!
It didn't hit Buzz. Oh my goodness, it didn't hit Buzz. They're gonna check him. No, they don't! Buzz goes unchecked. Stacks gets another. DRX refused to relent on the site. K-Knight left by himself. The setup man now having to play getaway.
30 seconds left.
He can't.
And Buzz has just gotten away with the round. Just crazy. He just tucked himself into that smoke. And once again, a different smoke from Zest. He's throwing a lineup from spawn at the beginning of the round so he can set up on C as well. So spreading his Viper Util really wide and allowing somewhere to play for Buzz. Normally that smoke is going in between the default box and short. And here he's using it on long instead for that moment right there. It's simple things.
X was in trouble. I mean, the site exec looked so good. There was really no way, right, that they were going to survive. Yosemite even started to check the corner.
Yeah, he spammed him too. I mean, Buzz got down to 29 instantly off a shot through the smoke.
And the timing to just turn away.
Get out
And
of my way.
there's definitely not as much nuance here in the Bilibili attack side that we were seeing on Lotus.
Yeah, agreed. Absolutely.
It's a lot harder for them to, ooh, they're just gonna pop, maybe push through Garage. Yeah, he's going for it. It's instantly denied by Zest of all people again.
The blades blunted, the hit on the other side falls too. K-Knight with a nice trade onto Mako, but whatever attempt they had at trying to catch him sleeping.
It's just, why is he trying to do it on his own? Look at this. That one smoke, but not a follow-up on to spawn, and then Rin TPing in. We've seen him so many times TP in front of DRX. Dash through from YZ.
They've taken the space. What do BLG do off of this? Do they understand what they've lost, and do they try to pounce elsewhere?
Yeah, Buzz. So much control. They should have heard the stun. They should have heard everything, and they should have seen the wall swap, but I'm not even sure they've got that info yet.
I don't think so.
Nobody peeking mid, only a turret, so they might not. And once again, that orb swapped back to give room for RB to play in short instead. Everything's so well considered from DRX on this defense.
I mean, they've got him corralled and controlled.
Buzz early info, yep, no damage done to him. And this wall actually supports him quite good.
Yeah. Just a question of how much gas is left in Viper's tank and when that wall goes up.
Might not be any, actually. They're through it.
Yeah. Fully disrespecting the wall, the Aftershock back site. You hear the ult come through as they try to clear Buzz off this area. Mako has joined him.
Smoke lasts forever. They just hold on to backside. It's so nice.
Are they going to get to this? Yeah, they are. They're intent on trying to take the site, and so far, so good.
30 seconds left.
Bilibili have dropped 3. Make that 4. RB left alone. We've seen him in situations like this so often. A 1vx when the round seems like it's done. But can RB inject some magic into a situation where a couple of members are weak? No.
In that situation, Mako throwing his smoke down, trying to play. You can see it right there on your screen. Mako, as the smoke elapses, is trying to get an advantage as Stacks fills the space that he leaves. But either way, Bilibili is so comfortable hitting the side.
Buzz with the op. And they very well might end here. They've taken some main control, but concerned about short with really no setup here. I mean, you see the respect that both Jets are showing one another.
Yeah, this is interesting right now. I think Bilibili is considering the fact they just smoked the turret. DRX did, so they don't have information about what's down mid, so that's why they slowed down a little bit on A.
Is it going to reach? It didn't spot him. Oh my god. Oh, it finally spots him. Just at the very end.
They should have seen the op in his hands too. Trailblazer to maybe get him back on the line, and if it goes deep enough, he might get back and get all the info. Mako needs to stay alive though.
It's going to be difficult to do. 31 HP, no armor left, but he TPs and stays alive. Now Bilibili rotating towards C. Yosemite, the only one who's taken some damage so far for the attacking side. A note here, Zest is ahead of this. He's already rotated over. The Molly again from the Viper to cause some problems on the flood out from Bilibili, but they managed to circumvent it for now. RB 45 HP tucked behind the wall, trying to find some space. Again, this is madness. Almost every single player is just standing here on the site. There's nothing but smokes and walls keeping them apart from one another. And as soon as it goes down, it's going to be a bloodbath. 1 for 1 early on. Sack's looking for another, but it's BLG once again who established control. But do they know Mako's here? He can stop the round by himself. He's going to swing on it, but the spike planted. Mako with 3 and the round is over.
Difficult. BLG losing track of how many players were backside. I'm pretty sure they saw Mako early in that, when that wall, when the smoke all fell.
I can't believe that. So much about streaks in this series. DRX have won 4 of the last 5. They've reestablished control in the face of a ferocious attempt at a comeback from Bilibili.
And Bilibili has slowed down so much since those early attempts.
Yeah.
Remember, they were just throwing things at the wall in terms of pushing B on their ecos, trying to up the pace. But they're realizing that's the wrong strategy. And at this point, you start to second guess any ideas of what you have on the game.
Here.
They're so consistently being put in that position on C where they just can't push further through the Viper wall.
They use S's mollies, yeah.
And we saw the beginning of the half start in exactly that fashion.
What do they do to counter this? It seems like they want to set up for a flush out of garage, but I mean, RB, he's going to step back on the smoke. You got the fault line set up from K-Knight for them to dash out forward. You've got the paranoia set up too.
Oh, hit reactively, but there's an ult coming out from Bianca right now. Does he tag anything?
They haven't gotten out onto site.
No.
Dude, DRX have handled this so well.
30 seconds and they have to pivot. They can't go C anymore.
30 seconds
There's no way to flush Zest out.
But they've left Yosemite as a trap. A trick! Oh, where did that shot go? That looked like it was going to be between his eyes. Buzz sticking around. And he pays for it. That's Bilibili. It seemed labored, it seemed late, but they roll over DRX. Can Zest 1v4 this? What's the money situation look like? Spotty. Buzz has a bit to go around.
Toxins going up.
So maybe they take a shot at this, but he's just going to save this. Not wanting to give a orb over to K-Knight, to Yosemite, who's very close to his lockdown too.
Toxin screen down.
A 20-second decision to push back out of garage and into B. Into the hot. Buzz with a crucial missed shot.
I mean, Andy, to take a look at that one more because that looked on.
Yeah, could come back to haunt him for sure.
And then the decision to stay.
Try to deal just to the spike down bottom grass.
Yeah, but
there's that miss. Oh my God. I'd be so mad.
I mean, there's a hole in his hood now.
And then just ripping them apart with the insert in garage too.
Oh, bro.
That's just not.
2 rounds keeping these two teams apart. DRX still with control, the op in the hands of Buzz, but they're going fast towards A. And that's not where they are. YZ with blades, the first one found. He's got to drop down, but K-Knight's there to help. Can Zest once again be the anchor? Can it be too much? He's already gotten 2. He tries to pop out. Zest almost with 4.
I swear every series that guy has game-saving multi-kills. And it might just have happened again. Buzz and Mako on the retake. Mako's been great. Buzz with the op, though, is going to find it difficult to get value.
That's going to hit him.
Maybe both? Buzz has knives.
That is both, you're right. But the dash forward, he clears hell first. Leaving Byung by himself, and Buzz snatches it back.
At getting value normally. Setting up the crossfire in dark, in graffiti. And I don't know how that takes down K-Knight. That's just ridiculous.
Dude, holy Zest, man.
Here they are again. No strangers to it. And definitely no strangers to closing out maps like this.
Bilibili do have some tools, though. They've got the Rolling Thunder. Rain has his ult. Currently with the Spike, but you see the buy, Bianca with the Spectre.
And they've swapped up this wall again, don't forget. The Viper wall in front of B, into garage and down bottom C. It hasn't worked in the past. That's a lot of info.
3 spotted with that Trailblazer.
And that's from C-Link. I mean, that thing went far. Drone to get him up close. Mako with the smoke. They're not going to rely on that delay. Remember, they can't without the Viper wall. So Mako maybe has 1 assist smoke.
Crosshair training once again. The miss, but he somehow dodges it once more, dashing forward, trying to find space, and Mako with 2, but Rin on the counter, punching right back.
Mako was full stunned in that situation. Zest is fast.
Again, can Zest be the hero for DRX once more?
Just gets the kill and backs off. Playing this very well, but here's the freeze from Bilibili. Can they find any way to maybe TP it on the other side? Maybe, if Bianco's aggressive.
But you leave him here by himself? No, they're gonna dig their heels in, at least I thought, towards C. A reposition to play down long.
Bianca thinks he can play. Yeah, they're playing away from the Killjoy lockdown.
Oh, he's got 2 shocks too.
Oh, where's he
Rin,
gonna TP?
where are you headed?
Remember, K-Knight on Lotus was so good at finding the proper spots,
This
but
is so safe.
he's not even using it through B. Too scared. It's not planted for long, remember, but actually putting that threat in their head.
It is, and he's got shocks, but he's not using them. He's just gonna try to spam through, and RB's gonna be